We? Si mate itakunyonga umemeza? OG kama OG Wacha tuone boy child hapa boy child. Wewe pia usituimbie ile yenye tunangojea hawa. Wewe enda straight. What's your name? Tumia mic. What's your name? Harith. Harith. Yeah. So are you ready to rap? Yeah. Just do a cappella, okay? Sure. Are you guys ready for Harith? Twende kazi.
Form ni kujipa, form ni kumeti, mashada kuzivuta, mchezo ni mahanda, mademu wakijipa, tore namba 7 walale hadi chini. Tuko zinku wazing, mamoshi toka blink, tuko in mabazingu, utakula mavidi, tuko joke kwa gym utati. Yo, joke kwa gym utati.
Mtu anaweza dhani umeunga by the way. Mtu mwenye aski anaweza dhani ni mtu anaimba anatoshana hivi. Boli mzuri chini kati. You're normal. Uko great? Uko class 7. Yeah? Talent yako ya kurap. Very nice. Wapi makofi yake tafadhali? Aish, talanta zimekuwa mingi kabisa, si ndio? Talanta zimekuwa mingi. Kuna Ngojeni kidogo. Hizi zimekuwa okay, zote kila mtu ataperform kidogo tu. 30 seconds. Twende kazi. What's your name?
Bravi.
Twende kazi. Ebu piga acapella.
I'm trying to get some profit, you can check na invest manoti. Kwanda ina sell mapoti, wakini stop na rush kwa koti. Mawa ina drink na donkey, kwa estate mazesi toki. Madrip anda kukopi, after mission kame 40. Ni jam next lab makofi, competition kamna trophy.
Wewe umeshaimba wewe. All right. Ninakuambia. Naona ni kama I'm ready to be a parent. Mahali tumefika. What's your name? Timothy. Wacha nikundie kola Timothy. Ama hiyo ndio swag. Okay, sawa. Msanii Timothy. Tuna
Fabakazi zimenipitisha ndani ya drill nikipiganisha 9. Riang ni siku skika kwa watu walikuja mlibaki mkibisha. Success ina kam nikifail. Be black Sunday ni kill. Ni bimbo the kid nakwambia wewe utafeel. Nakwambia nitaruka. Hata hapo sitashtuka. Kama kali ni kali na nikipiga mbili zinanipeleka tu mbali. Only one nation nafunza na nation nikipata form na itana. Pia pressure na nipeleka tu mbio kuliko gani.
All right. Mimi nakwambia talanta tunayo hatunayo. Kuna mwingine mrefu. Hawa watoto wananifanya nikae vibaya. Wewe unatoshana. Utaimba na mask. What is your talent? What's your name?
My name is Nyadeng.
Utaimba na utaimba kama uko hivyo, uko sawa?
I am good.
All right. You're in grade?
Yeah.
You're in grade?
Yeah.
Grade yeah.
8.
Oh, grade yeah 8. Okay. All right. Tuende kazi.
Nyi mko wapi? Mnachocha tu kwa street ni kama snitch kwa nini mababi. Jo mlifika pi ikapi set watu kwa back. Kidungli papi set ta west kwa nati. TFG na 80 snitch shit tuenda kwa coffin. Mnachocha tu kwa street ni kama snitch kwa nini mababi. Jo mlifika pi ikapi set tuenda mo back. Kidungli papi set ta west kwa nati.
Kwani mnasikia radio gani huko?
TFG na 80 snitch tuenda kwa coffin.
All right. Na cheki by the way, na cheki. Akwapi ule wa kuimba? Ule alisema anakuja Mimi nakwambia leo kila mtu atapata opportunity ya kushowcase. What's your name? Favor. What are you going to do for us?
I'm going to be singing.
Singing. Twende kazi Favor.
Instrumental.
No. Imba vile tunaimba. Saizi tunaenda teke. Yeah.
Vibes, 3 bucks in using you is my cheek. We can trip excited. But it's all easy you smiling. You done me dirty. But I always knew you still good for me. As a matter of fact, you knew leave me. I can next much. You don't give up. 'Cause you ain't trying to love. I've been having that type of feeling that I shouldn't leave it, but you keep potassing, give me type of feeling that I never felt before. You got me lost.
Iko sawa, iko sawa. Iko sawa, iko sawa.
I could trust my eyes, but I could see your side. God look on me once, but you can't feel me tight.
Wapi makofi yake tafadhali? Amazing. Amazing, amazing. That was amazing. Si ndio? Noma sana. Tuendelee ama tusiendelee? Tuendelee, si ndio? Talanta nakwambia zikiendelea hivi zinaendelea. Hizi zote ni talent. Muzidani ya muzioni, hizi zote ni talent. Kwa hivyo hizi talent zote ndazifanyia kitu inaitwa wholesale presentation. Wakuje hapa tuwaekee ngoma moja wa dance, si ndio? Hawa wote, si ndio? Kujeni wote hawa watu wa talent. Kujeni nyinyi hawa wote wa talent wakuje hapa. Kujeni hapa wote wa talent. Hawa wote ni talent. Musidhani wale huko nyuma hawana talent, ni laini wanafuata. Ni shule mzima iko na talent. Ako wapi ule wangu wa mchongwano? Alienda wapi ule, lazima nimpatie. Ako wapi ule wangu wa mchongwano nimpatie zawadi yake? Mutaimba wote, mutaimba. DJ, hawa waekezi gwembe kidogo. Ama hawataki, unawasikia sasa? Tuko Kilimani bro, tuko Kilimani. Wanataka overdose. Sijui nini. Sijui ya mapiano. Ati?
Subaru wa Mambaru. Brooklyn boy.
Subaru ya Mambaru. Kilimani Aries. Subaru ya Mambaru. Mimi nakwambia. All right, so now DJ, waeke your overdose wa dance wote waende wakae chini basi. Wale wote wa talent wako wapi, wakuje hapa. Basi waekewe overdose alafu basi ndo tuendelee na program. Si ndio? All right, DJ, finya play, twende kazi. All right. Talanta mingi sana ndani ya
every little thing you did do to me. It's sweet to me for body.
We are 33 Beats.
Yeah. Kadogo kabaya. Poa. Churchill, umeona talent hapa? DJ, hebu vinyia huyu play, vinya play DJ.
We are 33 Beats.
Every little thing you did do to me. It's sweet to me for body. She a loving fee for me. Yeah, boy, that nigga go crazy. I'm gonna see you sure for me.
Churchill, njoo. Kidogo tu. Msaidieni. Mpaka akona attitude. DJ Love, wewe unafaa kuanza kulipa tax. Tushikane, wewe utusaidie kumaliza hii deni ya China. that was amazing. Wapi nduru yake tafadhali? Come here. What's your name?
My name is Talisa.
Ati?
Talisa.
You're in grade?
3.
In grade 3. Na akifika grade 6. Na ako sawa, si ndio? Grade 3, you're amazing. Who taught you how to dance?
My father.
Your father. So, anakuambianga aje ndo mwanze kudance. How do you get there? Munazima TV. Ndio huyu, the father. All right. Talisa, nitakuita tuweze kuendelea. And of course, we continue with the show. Talanta ni mingi sana, lakini sasa hivi tunaenda live on TV. We are going to go live on TV. Kwa hivyo, tunyamaze kidogo, tuende live kwa TV, alafu ndo turudi tuendelee. Si ndio? To hold, si ndio? All right, sawa. All right. You can just have a seat, alafu tuendelee. All right, DJ, usicheze kitu, tuko live. Haya. Wase, tuko live, nafanya sema shh. Yeah, all right. Mtu tu pole pole, tusikie sauti basi. Everybody. Ako wapi mtu wa sound? Ati tuimbe akapela, we are a chosen gene. Do you bas? Bas. We are back. Kila mtu simama kidogo, kila mtu twende pole pole. Let's go. Na team who in the house, karibia Super MC. Let's go.
We are a chosen
Twende kazi. Team who tupatie hizo move basi kazi. Twende. Kila mtu
We are a chosen generation. Being called for to show His excellence. Required for life. God is given.
Come on, salsa. Twende hivi.
What He says I am. Where He says I'm at. I know who I am. I know who God says I am. What He says I am. Where He says I'm at. I know who I am.
Pole tu.
Walking in power. I walk in miracles. I live a life of labor. For I know who I am. Walking in power. I walk in miracles. I live a life of favor. For I know who I am. Everybody shout. I know who I am. Lift your voice, shout.
I can't hear.
Wave your hands, shout. I know who I am.
All right. Team you. Ndani ya nyumba. Guess what? DJ Lo. Guess what? Tell your neighbor, guess what? Tell your neighbor, guess what? The deputy governor is in the building anytime from now, anakuwa kikuja, so we better get ready for that. And of course, all the guests, and then we get to start with Team Hugh in the house, sindio? Ndani ya nyumba, sindio? Au sio? Wapi hiyo energy ya watu wote na Team Hugh ndani ya nyumba, sindio? All right, you can have a seat.
Hello.
Team Hugh.
Hello. God is good. God is good. And all the time. So I'm so much humbled to be with you here today. I thank the Almighty for this opportunity. Thank you all for who have come. May the good Lord bless you. May the good Lord keep you. And may He take you from grace to grace, okay? Yeah, so my name is Teacher Blueband. I'm from Blueband, and we are having a program called the Good Breakfast Challenge, whereby we are teaching learners the importance of having a good and healthy breakfast. A good and healthy what? A good and healthy what? Yes, and I need energy back there. You guys back there, I need energy. These people in front have energy more than you. So we are teaching children about the importance of having a good and healthy. Yeah, so breakfast is just like any other meal of the day, and it should have all the three main components. These are carbohydrates, proteins, and yes, now a good example of proteins in the morning is tea with milk. Now, tea with milk helps our bodies to absorb all the nutrients that we are going to eat, okay? Yeah, and another good example of proteins in the morning is eggs. Eggs give our muscles energy in order for us to be strong, okay? Now, when we talk about carbohydrates, carbohydrates are usually in the morning. Now we're talking about breakfast. We can have bread, we can have porridge, we can have chapati, mandazi. See, these are things we eat in the morning. Yeah, so once you've taken all those things, you've had carbohydrates, okay? Now, the last thing is fruits. Fruits are usually vitamins. Vitamins are usually fruits and? Vitamins are usually fruits and? Very good, very good. Now, vitamins helps our body to grow, and they also keep our muscles strong, okay? Now, in the morning, you should also have Blue Band. Blue Band has healthy fats which contain omega-3 and 6, which make our muscles strong, okay? Now, breakfast is very essential for us learners because we can't concentrate in class without having breakfast. Ukiwa na njaa na teacher anafundisha, si utakuwa like break time itafika saa ngapi niende nikule. Like you won't even be concentrating, si ndio? Yeah, so breakfast gives your brain the energy to process whatever information that the teachers are passing down to you. It also helps you to keep up with your friends throughout the day, and it also helps you to just kickstart your day in a good mood. Siku njema huonekana asubuhi, very good. Now, I have a team with me. We had recited the pledge together. I know they are so eager to come here and show you guys. We'll do that in a few, but I'd like to have the chapter 1.
Before we get the chapter 1, naambiwa kwamba unajua pia watoto pia wanajua mambo ya good breakfast, ndio? And wale wote ambao wako hapa, what do you guys have for breakfast? What do you guys have for breakfast? Eh? Ebu nisikie, ebu wapatie mic. Eh? Wacha nisikie.
What do you have for breakfast?
Bas.
Bread and tea and bread and tea and bread and tea.
Bread and tea. Mwingine? Kadha wa kadha.
Indomie.
Mwingine? Mimi nakwambia wote.
Boy child, what do you have in the morning?
China njugu.
Toasted bread with Blue Band.
Huyo akuje, wacha huyo akuje. Huyo ebu nisikie huyo toasted bread with Blue Band.
Chapona mayai.
Na unajua
KDF na chai.
Chai na ngwashe. Mkate avocado.
Mkate, all right.
Mkate na avocado.
Good breakfast kabisa wote. Nakwambia.
Ugali na fulu.
Ati?
Ugali na fulu.
Fulu ni nini?
Fulu ni omena kubwa.
Omena mnono?
Omena mzazi.
Almost fish.
Yes.
Ndo fulu. All right. Okay, team Hugh. Sasa kuja utuoneshe mambo ya good breakfast basi pale.
One last one.
Okay.
Mkate ya Blue Band na chai.
Mkate ya Blue Band na chai. Na unajua kupika chai? Hebu mpatie mic. Na unajua kupika chai?
Hapana.
Haujui kupika chai?
Eh.
Okay. Nani anajua kupika chai? Nani anajua kupika chai? All right. Hebu patia mmoja mwenye anajua kupika chai microphone. Mmoja ambaye anajua kupika chai. Unapika chai yako aje mmoja wao? Bas. Wewe unajua kupika chai? Ule yako na mikrofoni. Unajua kupika chai? Simusikii. Unajua kupika chai? Tuambie, tupatie recipe yako. Unapika chai aje? Funza huyu mwenye hajui kupika chai, afanye aje?
Unaweka maziwa. Inachemka. Alafu unaweka maji.
Ngoja, unaanza na maziwa inachemka alafu ndio unaweka maji? Okay. Alafu unaweka maziwa inachemka alafu unaweka maji?
Alafu unaweka majani. Unakoroga alafu unaweka sukari.
Bas. Nice kabisa. Mwingine mwenye ako na style different ya kupika chai. Sasa
Poa.
unaitwaje?
Olga.
Uko grade
6.
Grade 6. Wewe unapikanga chai aje?
Neka maji inachemka, neka maziwa, sukari, majani, alafu naacha iive.
All right. Hizo ni style mbili nimesikia so far. Style ya kwanza anaweka maziwa inachemka ndiye aweke maji. Huyo wa pili anaweka maji inachemka ndiye aweke maziwa. Gani ndio right? Gani ndio right? Ya kwanza ama ya pili? Nani mwingine yako na different? Kuna mwenye yako na different? Patia huyo yako nyuma yako. Sasa
Poa.
unaitwaje? Deborah uko grade
6.
Grade 6. Style yako ya kupika chai ni gani?
Unaweka maziwa, unaweka maji, unaweka majani juu, unafunika, inachemka, alafu ukifunua kama ishachemka, ikikuja hivi juu, unaweka sukari.
Ikienda wapi? Ati? Hebu anza tena. Anza tena.
Unaweka maziwa, unaweka maji, unaweka majani
juu.
Unafunika, alafu ikisha boil unafunua, itaenda juu, alafu ndo unaweka sukari, alafu unakoroga na imeiva.
All right. So gani ndio correct? Which one is correct? Gani ndio correct? Team Hill, karibu rudi basi pale.
Shukran.
Hebu wewe tuambie gani ndio correct basi. Kwa hizo tatu.
Enye ni correct ni mi kwangu.
Kuja karibia.
Enye unaweka maziwa.
Ya kwanza unaweka maziwa inachemka, alafu unaweka maji, majani, alafu sukari. Wa pili amesema unaweka maji kwanza inachemka, alafu ndo unaweka maziwa na majani. Wa tatu amesema unaweka maji na maziwa na majani zichemke ndo uweke sukari. Gani ndio correct? Ya kwanza, ya pili ama ya tatu? All right.
So hakuna
Karibu sana, karibu sana, karibu sana, karibu sana. Na wakasema kwamba wako tayari ili tuweze kupata maneno ya kutoka kwake Bwana DJ. Are you ready for that? Mko tayari? Mko tayari? Kwa hivyo I want us to start one more time. Kwa sababu tulikuwa tumekaa sana for a while, I like to invite back Churchill ili tukaweze kuendelea. Wale wote kwa sababu tulikuwa tumekaa kwa muda sasa, ningependa tusimame. DJ, hebu niweke hiyo Oskido and then now we can start back officially. Everybody, you remember ile style niliwafundisha, we do this one more time. Alafu basi tukaweze kuanza officially. DJ Lo, DJ Lo, DJ Lo. Kila mtu simama hii kwa wale Churchill,
let's do this, let's do.
Karibu
sana, Your Excellency. Tutaruka kidogo sasa hivi.
Ilikuwa rahisi sana. Unaanza na mikono mbili juu ya hewa.
Yes.
Alafu unaenda kwa mabega. Alafu unaenda kwa kiuno. Alafu unaruka 1 2. Unaenda juu, mabega, kiuno. 1 2. Unaanza juu kwa wale wameingia. Mabega, kiuno. 1. Twende kazi DJ, twende kazi. Churchill, ndio hiyo sasa. Kwa wale wameingia sasa hivi basi tuweze kustretch kidogo. Are you ready? Kiuno. Twende. Mabega. Kiuno. Twende. Let's go. Mabega. Kiuno. Twende. Twende. Mabega. Kiuno. Twende. One more time. Mabega. Kiuno. One more time. Let's go. Let's go. Mabega. Kiuno. Wake up. Let's go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You can have a seat. Come on.
Give someone a high five. Wapinduria Sleepy. Sleepy David. Awesome. Karibu sana, sana, sana. Welcome one and all. Your Excellency, Deputy Governor of Nairobi, Njoroge Mushiri. Karibu sana, sana, sana. Najua wewe number 1 supporter of Blue Band. Umekutoka miaka ya zamani and we're glad you could join us. Nilijua lazima ukuje. You are very busy. Nimeona mumepewa yote ya NMS. Bas, mambo iko sawa kabisa. So let's appreciate our chief guest. Amewasili, pigeni makofi. These are Deputy Governor. Great. So without wasting time, so tutaenda moja kwa moja. I'll invite our school head teacher, Madam Lucy Apondi, to come introduce to us our chairman. Alafu tuweze kuendelea. Let's appreciate her as she come. Mpige makofi. Wow, wow, wow. Awesome, awesome. Awesome, awesome. Karibu sana. Yeah, no problem.
Dear His Excellency Deputy Governor, distinguished guests, dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Or is it good afternoon? Good afternoon. Yeah. Now, it's a true pleasure for me to welcome you to celebrate Blue Band journey and commitment to growing healthy and happy kids across Africa. It is my great pleasure as the head teacher of this school to host this event and to welcome you all to our school. In particular, I would especially like to thank His Excellency, Deputy Governor, Nairobi, James Mushiri, Women Rep, Kakamega, Elsie Muhandi, Muhanda, and our Curriculum Support Officer, TSC, Catherine Deda, among other guests, for being present here today. It is a great honor for Upfield Limited to have chosen our school to mark this celebration. Most of all, I would like to thank all the guests for taking time off from your busy schedule to attend this important event. Kilimani Primary is an ordinary mixed day boarding primary school. The school has an enrollment of 1307. There are 31 TSC, Teacher Service Commission teachers. We have 5 Board of Management teachers with the non-teaching staff of 13. The pupils to classroom ratio is 54:1, and pupils ratio to toilets is 45:1 for girls and 40:1 for boys. The school houses 2 special units, namely visually impaired unit, deaf-blind unit, and integration is done in the mainstream. The visually impaired unit at Kilimani has a capacity of 36 because of lack of space. It has 36 learners integrated in the mainstream and 17 with deaf blindness. The deaf-blind unit, on the other hand, is the only one in Nairobi and its environs. Our vision is to bring up an all-round character. Our motto is to better our best, supremo optimum. In my opinion, the time is now right to reflect on a number of issues touching the child, especially the special needs learners, and how best we can assist them. Thank you and welcome.
Well, let's appreciate our headmistress. Asante sana, Madam Lucy Apondi. Quickly, in a very short while, invite also our chairman of our board of directors here. Karibu sana, Mr. Nalika. Karibu sana. Mpigeni makofi akija. All right, karibu sana.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Master of Ceremony. Thank you very much. Our Honorable Chief Guest, His Excellency, the Deputy Governor, Nairobi County, Mr. James Mushiri, the Women Rep Kakamega, Director, Upfield Limited, East Africa, the CSO, Minister of Health, all protocols observed. Good afternoon. Ama ijafika. Good afternoon. God is good, and all the time, God is good. Thank you very much. Your chief guests, on behalf of the Board of Management, Parents Association, teachers, and learners, I want to take this rare opportunity to welcome you at Kilimani Primary School. As we all witness the prestigious Good Breakfast event celebrations organized by Upfield Limited jointly with U Experience Limited, we feel honored and excited as the host. Our chief guest, allow me to thank the organizers of this event for choosing Kilimani Primary School from many other schools to host this important occasion that we are just about to celebrate. Waswahili wanasema mgeni njoo, mwenyeji apone. Leo tutapona kabisa. We are also very grateful because hosting this event has come with extended benefits to the school, such as renovation of our dining hall and the kitchen and repair of dining hall tables, painting and repair of beds for deaf-blind unit dormitory, and fixing of the ceiling board in the deaf-blind unit class, among other benefits. Tuwapigie makofi jameni. Asante sana Bwana Director Upfield, Upfield Limited and your team. As we jointly celebrate this occasion, it is apparent that good breakfast consumption is associated with several health benefits such as cognitive and health and academic performance. Kilimani Primary School is an ordinary public educational school, as alluded in the head teacher's speech, and is situated in Westlands, with its population enrollment size of 1,307 learners. It is an integrated school with a special needs children as a deafblind and visually impaired. The catchment areas, watu fikiria Kilimani Primary School iko kwa matajiri ndio wanaleta hapa watoto wao, but we are located, we thank God because we are located at the prime area, but the catchment areas remain Kibra, Kawangware, Kangemi, and other slum areas. The school was established in 1954 under colonial leadership, and it was a no-go zone for black citizens. It is important to note that most of our parents, whom we represent, cannot afford what today is called, what we refer to as good breakfast. Skipping this important meal denies a child from many benefits that are associated with it for better performance and general health. We therefore request the Upfield Limited Director to extend his kind gesture by supporting our feeding program with daily good breakfast. We can formalize an MOU if our prayer is permitted. Finally, our chief guest, I also want to thank you for being the first deputy governor to step your feet in this school, in the history. We cannot take that for granted. We cannot take your visit for granted. Receive also our congratulations for your victory with the governor for just during 2022 elections. We kindly request you after the event to have a brief session with the board members of Kilimani Primary School. Tuko na mambo kidogo tu tungependa tukuongeleshe kidogo. Thank you very much. Mungu awabariki na Mungu awabariki Kenya, abariki Kilimani Primary School. Asanteni sana. Thank you very much.
Asante sana, Bwana Chairman Nalika. Let's appreciate him one more time. Just to remind you, we are celebrating Blue Band's journey and commitment to growing healthy and happy kids across Africa. Now, kuna watoto wa Kilimani walikuwa na poem who are visually impaired. Wapigeni makofi wakija hapa. They're able differently, work on a poem they want to share with us. Keep clapping mpaka wafike. They can hear. Wanasikia hizo makofi. Beautiful, beautiful. Excellent, excellent. Keep going. Very well. You're already there. These are our sons and daughters who are able differently, and they're going to present for us a short poem. All right, Karibu. Great, let's appreciate them one more time. I know you wish we had, we'll be having more presentations in a short while, but right now, allow me just to dive in the main program. Where's the Hue team so that you just have a rough idea of what has been happening across the country so that even our chief guests can get a snippet of the amazing work that Upfield and indeed Blue Band has done across the country. Karibu-san.
Jambo jambo. God is good and all the time. So my name is Teacher Blue Band. I'm from Blue Band, and we're having a schools program, whereby we are visiting schools, estates, where we are talking to children. We're teaching them about the importance of having a good breakfast and what a good breakfast entails. Basically, that's all about it. So breakfast is just like any other meal of the day, and it should have all the three main components. These are carbohydrates, proteins, and
Vitamin.
yes. Now, a good example of proteins in the morning is tea with milk. Now, tea with milk helps our bodies to absorb all the nutrients that we eat in the morning, okay? Another good example of proteins in the morning is eggs. Eggs give our muscles energy, which keep us going throughout the whole day. Now, a good example of carbohydrates in the morning. Carbohydrates are usually bread, porridge, chapati, mandazi. See, these are things we eat in the morning. Yes, very good. If you eat bread in the morning, if you eat chapati in the morning, then you're doing carbohydrates. Now, carbohydrates also give us energy. And the last one is vitamins. Vitamins are usually fruits and vegetables. Now, vitamins helps our bodies to grow, and also they keep our muscles strong, okay? So you should have all these things in the morning. And a good breakfast is important because it helps us to concentrate throughout the day. If you're hungry and you're in class and the teacher is teaching, can you concentrate? So utakuwa like lunchtime itafika saa ngapi niende nikule ama break. Break time. Tia break itafika saa ngapi niende nikule, si ndio? So breakfast is important. First of all, it helps us to concentrate in class. It also helps us to keep up with our friends, and it just kickstarts our day. Siku njema huonekana asubuhi. So if you start your day well, then you'll have a good day. So we have a comic book, but we won't go through it because of time. It has 4 chapters, but if you're interested in it, you can look for me afterwards. Sasa, tuko pamoja wanafunzi? Yeah, look for me and I'll sort you out, okay? So I had my team with me. Where are the grade 7 students, the ones I was with? We have a small performance we want to do for you. I hope you will sit back, relax, enjoy, wear a banana smile like the people in front here, and yeah, let's just have a good time. So my team, kindly come haraka, we do the pledge. You'll be the ones to teach the others for me. Sawa. Yes, and then we do our dance, and we'll be happy. You didn't tell us your name.
I'm Esther.
From which grade?
4B.
4B. Thank you very much, Esther. So DJ, yeah, cheza kama wewe as my team comes. But first we'll have the pledge. We want to do the pledge together. We have a blue band pledge, a very nice pledge. And I remember my days in school, I used to be a scout. And anytime we wanted to do the pledge, we used to place our left hands on our chest and our right hands up. So I need to see those people who know how to differentiate their right from left. You can do just that as we wait for my team. Left hands on your chest, right hands up. They're all here. So everyone, left hand on your chest, right hand up. And I need you to repeat after me. Guys, vile tulifanya, sindio? Vile tulifanya Dubai, sindio? Yeah, let's do this. So I pledge to eat porridge or bread with blue band. Now people are not doing the actions. Come and hold for me as we do it together. So I need you to repeat after me, okay? Everyone, left hand on your chest, right hand up. Repeat after me, kindly. I pledge to eat porridge or bread with blue band. I pledge to eat fruits and drink tea with milk. This will make my muscles strong. With a good breakfast, anything is possible. Yum, yum, yum. One more time. I pledge to eat porridge or bread with blue band. I pledge to eat fruits and drink tea with milk. This will make my muscles strong. With a good breakfast, anything is possible. Yum, yum, yum. So DJ, can we kindly have the blue band song?
Good morning, mommy. Mommy. I have big dreams. Najimanita weza mami. Nataka energy. Uji na energy. Ukate ina energy. Ongeza blue band. Napata energy. Hii bomba. Itakuwa bomba. Na nikipata blue band. Kwa breakfast nitakuwa bomba. Bomba. Itakuwa bomba. Na nikipata blue band. Kwa breakfast nitakuwa bomba. Nipakie upendo mami. Usimisa that slide. Nikipata blue band kwa breakfast. That means energy all day. Nitapata energy ya siku yote mami. Nitatia yangu bidii. Lazima nishinde mami. Bomba. Itakuwa bomba. Na nikipata blue band kwa breakfast nitakuwa bomba. Bomba. Itakuwa bomba.
Thank you very much. Mtupigie makofi mzuri jamani. Asanteni, asanteni. Thank you.
All right, let's appreciate the huge team. That was amazing. And I love the dance. I'll see you. Great. Now, I know our chief guest is so much hurry. I know the commitment, my goodness, trying to put this great city in a great position, and we won't keep you. So we're going straight into two or three speeches, then we invite you. So right now, inviting from Upfield, Jacqueline Iwia. She's the head of marketing. Let's appreciate her as she comes. Karibu sana, Jackie.
Good afternoon. His Excellency Deputy Governor of Nairobi, Mr. Njoroge Mushiri, our Managing Director for Eastern and Southern Africa at Upfield, Mr. Peter Mushiri, Kakamega County Women Representative, Elsie Mohanda, senior officials representing the Teachers Service Commission. We have the Board of Management for Kilimani Primary School, the head teacher, the teachers here, the pupils, members of the media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon again. Thank you for taking the time to be with us, and we do welcome you and appreciate you for being part of this event today. In line with our sustainability agenda, Blue Band is committed to inculcating the habit of having a nutritious breakfast amongst growing children, and our goal is to drive education and reach 100 million children across Africa and in the AMEA region, that is Africa, Middle East, and Asia. We believe health and nutrition should not be an option when it comes to meals, especially for children. That is why we aim to ensure all our products which are fortified with good nutrition, all our products are fortified with omega-3 and 6 and essential vitamins, and we do make them accessible and affordable because we offer them with different pack size that can go right to the lowest price point possible to our consumers. We started our Good Breakfast journey in 2016, and between 2016 and 2019, we engaged with 3,990 schools, directly reaching 2.5 million children and 1.5 million mothers via USSD. And we cumulatively say that within 2016 and 2019, using the multiplier effect, we reached 12 million children. We know that if you educate one child, all the brothers and sisters in the home get the message. When you educate a mother, the message actually affects everyone else in that homestead. Our campaign is focused on driving behavior change by educating the importance of starting the day right. And we know that when kids are taught this right from when they are young, then the behavior is established along the way. What we do is ensure that our materials, you've seen some of the characters, we use a comic book, and we drive this with a 21-J breakfast diary where kids tick what they have at home. We know that it is important that parents send children to school when they are ready to listen, because when you get a child who's well-fed, then the teacher has a child who can concentrate in class and absorb and go on to perform well in their studies. We have unmatched experience and know-how. Some of our brands have been around for more than 100 years. Blue Band is one of them. And we have innovations we've added into the portfolio because we've realized that consumers take more than Blue Band, margarine on the breakfast table. We have porridge, we've got peanut butter, and all these products have been fully fortified, and we continue to push the boundaries of product design and finding innovative ways to use natural ingredients to create healthy, delicious plant-based foods. In this year's program, the reason we are here today, we celebrate reaching 2 million children directly across 4,800 schools in Kenya. That is no mean feat. Remember, we've come from a period where we were isolated, so for us, this is something that we are proud of, and this is something that shows that we continue to be committed to driving this across the country. We believe that our brands continue to have a key role to play in the adoption of plant-based diet, making it easier for people to choose plant-based without compromising taste and functionality. Our commitment to build purposeful power brands that inspire and educate people will not stop here. We want to increase category impact and availability to make it easier for consumers to continue sessioning with our brands. And finally, we want to be 100% plant-based by 2025. This means that we continue our efforts to get into migrating 100% natural ingredients in our portfolio and clean labels. Our ambition is to ensure that consumers always have the best options at their breakfast table. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, not only are we here to celebrate the success of Blue Band Schools Program campaign, but we will also undertake a CSR program. It was already mentioned earlier that we want to support this school, and we will be participating in painting the dining hall, the school waiting bay, the kitchen renovation where we will fix the air vent fixture. We will have some dining hall desk repairs, and we'll also have some mentorship for the class 8 students, because we do know that they'll be looking to proceed into Form 1 next year. We have about 51 Upfield employees who are here with us today, who volunteered and were very happy to engage in this program, and this is just a starting point. So thank you to partners who've been with us along this journey, who've continued to be part of this commitment, and we continue to engage and pursue our goal of reaching these 100 million children. With these few remarks, we'll just have a short video that will give you a snapshot of the program on the ground that we've been activating across the country. Thank you.
Zero hunger, good health, and well-being are among the sustainable development goals that need to be achieved for a better world. Unfortunately, while great strides have been made towards these two goals, we still have a long way to go. 925 million people remain undernourished globally, and that's a big problem. 10% of the global burden of disease is attributable to maternal and child undernutrition. Children are particularly vulnerable, with 1 in 3 child deaths worldwide attributable to malnutrition, which is particularly acute in Asia and Africa. Many of the 500 million children living in Africa start their day without a proper breakfast and the nutrition they need for healthy growth. Long term, these micronutrient deficiencies affect the ability to concentrate in class and lead to reduced school attendance due to illness. Worryingly, due to malnutrition, 40 to 50% of African children under the age of 5 years suffer from moderate to severe stunting, which puts them at risk of irreversible developmental problems that will affect their quality of life. We can change this. At Upfield, our purpose is to make people healthier and happier with nutritious and delicious, natural, plant-based food that is good for you and for our planet. Providing nutritional education to parents and children alike is also high on our agenda. Specifically, we have set out to educate 100 million children across Africa and Asia on the importance of a nutritious breakfast for their growth and development. Blue Band Margarine, the flagship among our array of quality products, has been at the heart of nutritious breakfasts in Africa since the 1950s. As Tim Verbeek, Upfield President for Africa, Middle East, and Asia Pacific notes, Blue Band Margarine contains many good unsaturated fats such as omega-3 and omega-6, as well as vitamins A, D, and E, which are important for growing children across our markets. In 2016, we launched the Blue Band Good Breakfast Initiative to raise awareness on the importance of a good breakfast for growing children. To spread our message nationally, we partnered with Olympic champion David Rudisha, who, like us, believes breakfast is the most important meal of the day. We also partnered with schools across the country to run the Good Breakfast program. landing our message in a fun and engaging manner using illustrative comic material. We educated parents on the value of a good breakfast for children's growth through our communication in store, via on-ground activations and other media channels. We work with our supply chain partners and distributors to ensure Blue Band products get closer to our consumers and are available in over 60,000 outlets countrywide. Between 2016 and 2019, we engaged with 3,990 schools, directly reaching 2.5 million children and 1.5 million mothers via USSD. Indirectly, our initiative reached 12 million kids. The success of our efforts earns a couple of prestigious awards along the way. As an innovative company, we are constantly looking for new ways to meet our consumers' needs. Informed by the reality that porridge is a top breakfast dish for African children, we launched Blue Band Instant Porridge in 2022. It is fortified in line with UNICEF standards with 10 vitamins and 5 minerals that are essential for the healthy growth of children. Made to also simplify the lives of mothers, it takes only 2 minutes to prepare. Blue Band Instant Porridge provides a great healthy and nutritious alternative to our consumers. So far, under the Good Breakfast program in 2022, we have engaged with 2 million children directly across 4,800 schools in central and western Kenya, continuing our education agenda on the importance of a nutritious breakfast. By the end of the program, we target to have provided Blue Band Instant Porridge to 500,000 children across the country. In addition, we continue to collaborate with maternal and child health MCH clinics to provide moms with balanced nutrition tips for their growing children. In keeping with the digital times, we have developed Breakfast Squad, a digital game that provided kids with an entertaining way to learn about the importance of a good breakfast. At Upfield, our mandate goes beyond enabling healthier lives for our consumers. Our sustainable business model also seeks to leave a lasting, positive impact on the communities in which we operate. By local sourcing of the natural ingredients that go into our quality products, we seek to enhance the livelihoods of smallholder farmers and make our products more affordable. Through AgVenture, a key partner, we are sourcing canola oil used in Blue Band products from over 7,500 local farmers. By end of 2023, we target to have 100% locally sourced canola oil. Additionally, we've engaged with local farmers in Taveta to farm produce the drought-resistant peanuts, a key ingredient in Blue Band peanut butter. Our efforts are geared towards ensuring that we can generate 1,000 tons locally, thereby making Blue Band peanut butter more affordable and accessible to all our consumers across all income levels. Upfield associates are passionate about our brands and they volunteer their time to our sustainability causes. We are, step by step, realizing our ambition of helping consumers lead healthier lives while positively impacting livelihoods and communities sustainably.
Great, let's appreciate the great team from Upfield doing great job. It's great to see the Upfield team, the 150 of you. Wapigeni makofi, we really do recognize you here. Now, Your Excellency, I know everyone is looking forward to listening to you, but kindly allow me to invite my good friend Peter Mushiri, who is the MD East and Southern Africa, Upfield, to just make some few remarks. Let's appreciate him as he comes. Karibu sana.
Thank you very much, Achille. A very good afternoon to you all. I'm really delighted to be here to talking to you this afternoon on a subject that is very close to my heart. But before I go into that, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Nairobi, Njoroge Mushiri, the Kakamega Women Representative, Elise Muhanda, representative of TSC, the head teacher and the board of management of the school, the teachers, the pupils who have been very patient with us this morning, members of the media, we always love when you come to our invitations, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to talk about Upfield as a company. And I know most of you are wondering who is Upfield. Allow me to use one or two words to explain who we are. Bluebird before used to belong to a company known as Unilever. And in 2018, the company was bought by a private equity company known as KKR, and the company Upfield came about. Since then, 4 years ago, we've been focusing our attention in focusing on plant-based foods. And these plant-based foods is the future. That's what we believe in, because we believe in foundations of good products, healthy products. You've seen our mission, very, very clear. It's about providing healthy, happier foods to our consumers. But the company is still headquartered here in Nairobi, but globally, we are in over 70 different countries, many factories all over the world. And some of the brands, I'm very sure you know them very well, Bluebird. But when you travel to other markets, you see other products, like Country Crock, I Can't Believe It's Not Butter, and many more, which we strongly believe are touching consumer lives. So as you've seen, one of our biggest key sustainability agenda is to really ask ourselves, how do we impact the communities in where we do business? And one of them is great partnership. Currently, we are partnering with farmers in Nanyuki who give us canola oil. Currently, we are buying around 80% of our requirements from Nanyuki. But it's our hope that we get more farmers on board to get to 100%. These farmers, we have transformed their lives. These are small scale farmers who we have provided a market for them, for their products. So we're looking forward to next year where we can source 100% from Nanyuki. Another partnership that we have engaged in, you've seen the roco farming of peanuts in Taveta. And all this is geared to delivering two things. One, build our country. The second thing, improve the lives of communities in where we do business. And the third thing, which I think is the most important thing for us as Upfield, is how do we bring the costs of our products down? You have seen the massive escalation of material costs globally, and the prices of products keep on going up every day. But ourselves, we have managed to keep these costs very low and the products being affordable by sourcing locally, because we are able to avoid transport costs and many other things. And therefore, Bluebird is still very, very much affordable to many people, over and above making sure that we have got packs to cater for everyone. This is us. This is who we are. And really looking forward to even more partnership. This partnership that we are talking about here today is between ourselves, nutritionists, the schools, who can really help us to really say, how can we help our children to develop their full potential? Because it's crucial, and it starts at this particular age. So we're really proud to be here, and we are really honored, DG and the Women Lab of Kakamega, that you have decided to grace this occasion to come and really witness an important milestone in our company, because we strongly believe that it's not just about making money, but it's about saying, doing well by doing good. That is us, and that is who we are. So I know the board of management, you've put some requests on the table. Yes, Jackie has talked about what we've done, and we really look forward to even doing much more in the coming future. So I know time has gone, and I don't want to spend a lot of time to talk about ourselves. So on behalf of the company, I wish to extend our warmest gratitude to Your Excellency and the Women Lab for Kakamega for coming. I also want to thank our partners for the continued support that you've given us. To our consumers who have always been with us this journey, we're talking about 60 years plus of being present in the lives of our consumers and our customers as well. But I think our commitment is to continue making sure that we fortify the foods according to WHO standards and guidelines, because this is the only way that we can play an important role in the society. And I think it's still very well crystallized in our purpose, which is about making people healthier and happier with great tasting food. So I really want to thank you for coming here today. Really looking forward to working together looking for more partnership, even with the county governments. How do we touch lives? How do we improve the lives of Kenyans, or even beyond? So this is who we are, and this is what we want to be known for. This is the legacy we want to leave as a company. So thank you so much. We're looking forward to a great afternoon, and I wish you the very best. Thank you very much.
All right, great. Let's appreciate our MD, Eastern Southern Africa, Mr. Peter Mushiri. And now, kindly, Your Excellency, allow me to just play a small video from the President Africa, Middle East and Asia, Upfield team of VABIC.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests. Thank you for making the time to be with us today, and thank you for having me, even though through virtual means, and giving me the opportunity to say a few things. And the reason why I, am happy that I can participate here is that breakfast in this breakfast program set up by Blue Band is very close to my heart. I remember very well when I was in Nairobi in 2016 when we launched the program with the team, that everybody was super excited about the opportunities that lay ahead. And therefore, it is amazing to see in 2022, 6 years later, this program is still going strong, or actually going stronger than ever. We have now expanded over many more countries across the African continent and Asia. As a matter of fact, we have close to 20 million children, school-going age, who have now participated in the program. Now, the importance of a good breakfast in the morning cannot be underestimated. And unfortunately, our studies show that it is still the case. You have to imagine that if a child goes to school without having had a proper breakfast in the morning, he or she will lack the energy that is required to pay attention in school, to listen to the teacher explain how things work, but also in sports activities, etc. It's difficult to participate without having enough energy. And it's not just energy that breakfast provides, it's also important vitamins and nutrients important for kids' growth and development. And unfortunately, it shows in data that more than 25%, so more than a quarter of the world's children who suffer from vitamin A deficiency live in sub-Saharan Africa. And there's other nutrient deficiencies that cause stunting, basically children behind in their growth and development versus their peers. And that is not something that you can reverse later on. That's a part of the development that's always lost. So in order to give the children the full potential of their life, it is important they perform well in school. And a good school day starts with a good breakfast. I think lack of dietary guidelines recommending or promoting breakfast across the African continent and parts of Asia has made it difficult to change the attitude toward the importance of a breakfast. So the breakfast program works together with stakeholders like yourselves and schools and teachers, but also engages with mums and dads and brothers and sisters to get that message across. Of course, it is a combination of different elements that make up for a good breakfast. So we're not advertising for a good breakfast to be with Blue Band per se. But Blue Band does provide an affordable way to get the nutrients, vitamins, minerals, omega-3 and 6, good oils basically, and energy that is required for good growth and development. As a matter of fact, Blue Band is the only spread in Africa and Asia that is a combination of two oils that are blended in a way together that it provides more omega-3 and 6, which is very important for brain development. It also is the spread with the lowest saturated fat, meaning a higher percentage of good fats. So we continue to invest in product quality. We also continue to invest in affordability and accessibility because the product needs to be available and the product needs to be affordable. Now, everybody in this room this morning will be very aware of the hyperinflation we're seeing all around us. So one of the things we're doing to maintain the lowest possible cost base is to move from imported oils from overseas to locally sourced oils. And 6 years ago, we were working with less than 500 farmers across Kenya. Today, more than 7,000. So 80% of our vegetable oil that we require for making Blue Band is now sourced locally. The same is true for our Blue Band peanut butter that we just launched. We set up a complete partnership with Kenyan farmers to provide us with the high quality peanuts that we need for our peanut butter. And peanut butter is also a high source of vitamins, minerals, and energy, as you probably know. So that's how we try and keep the price as low as possible, despite the cost inflation that we're also facing. And accessibility, so meaning that we make sure the product is available, is also key, because if you can't get the product, then you can't reap the benefits. But this program is much more than having the product. The program is really about knowledge and behavior, and explaining to children through teachers and parents and through our Blue Band ambassadors why it is so important to start the day with a good balanced breakfast. And that breakfast could be a lot of different things, as long as you put it in the right combination. So, of course, we apply mass media and internet, television, radio, and print, and the classic media in such a way. But nothing is more powerful than hearing it from the people around you. And that's why this program is focused on in-class tutorials. And frankly, during COVID, when most of the schools were closed, we tried to do it through online means, which worked to some degree, but not as good as a face-to-face engagement. Now, Blue Band has been around for a long time. We launched Blue Band in Africa in 1950. Can you imagine how long ago that is? But since then, we have expanded from Kenya into 18 other countries, and we're now the market leader. But always, Blue Band had one single mission, which was to help provide good nutrition to families with children. And that is still true today. And across Africa and Asia, we continue to improve our products by adding better oils, by adding vitamins and nutrients, by making sure saturated fat is low, by making sure the product is stable and well preserved, by ensuring the taste is great. So whether you mix it with rice, for example, in Asia, or when you spread it on bread, or when you make cookies, it all delivers on these elements. And we just recently opened a science center in the Netherlands near the Wageningen University, where we've got 100 developers who do nothing but trying to make the product better on a daily basis. But all of this around this program doesn't mean anything if we don't achieve results. So since 2016, this program has reached close to 20 million children, and our ambition is clear. We want to reach at least 100 million children across Africa and Asia who can then participate in this program. Upfield is the largest plant-based company, and we continue to analyze and improve the nutritional content of our products, as I just explained. But that's just one element of it. The other element is in the advocacy that we can do together. So achieving behavior change on good breakfast consumption, basically get all school-going children to start the day with a good breakfast, requires a lot of effort and time. It is not an easy overnight thing to be achieved, right? So this is a call to action to every stakeholder. It requires active participation in a movement that advocates relentlessly for good breakfast behaviors, and what it means and how parents can put it on the table without breaking the bank. So you can see I'm quite passionate about this topic, and we will continue to be supporting this program going forward. And we look forward to continued partnerships with yourselves and others to ensure a good breakfast is a priority in every home. With those remarks, I'd like to thank you for your attention, and I want to wish you a very good morning.
Thank you very much. Indeed, those are remarks from our President, Africa, Middle and East Asia, Upfield, Mr. Tim Verbeek. And I think we are almost done with this. Before I invite Your Excellency, and thank you so much for your patience, kindly allow me to invite the women representative from Kakamega, Elsie Muhanda, who's really seen the impact of Blue Band and what the work Upfield has done in Kakamega. Tumpigie makofi as she makes her way here. Karibu sana.
His Excellency, the Deputy Governor, Njoroge Muchiri, Upfield, the principal of the school and the teachers and all other stakeholders, boys and girls, good afternoon. Hamjambo. Mumefurahi? Mumefurahi sana? Tuko karibu kumaliza, alafu mtapata vitu mzuri. Upfield wamemwekea vitu mzuri, si ndio? Ama namna gani? Naona kuna vikombe mzuri na vitu mzuri. Mnaweza pigia Upfield makofi? It gives me great pleasure to be here today, especially to thank Upfield for a program that touches school-going children. Because from research, it has been shown that students should get good nutrition. When they get good nutrition, we avoid stunting. And research has shown that results are also related to good nutrition. I want to thank the Deputy Governor. Thank you very much for finding time to come here. I know this is your first school. You just took the oath just recently, and I think we are happy that he can find time to come here, isn't it? Because he has a very busy schedule. And I think what I'm happy about, following what is happening in Nairobi, I'm happy about the program you are about to launch in the whole of Nairobi County. Feeding a child, you don't know what you've done to those children. Because you find that some of these children come in the morning, they even faint. They faint on the parade because they have not eaten anything. Children cannot concentrate. So I want to clap for you, Deputy Governor and the Governor, Sakaja, for that feeding program that is going to commence. I'm sure you will talk more about it. And I want to urge all governors in Kenya to take up such feeding programs for the sake of our children. Equally, I just want to bring greetings from the Women Rep, Esther Passaris of Nairobi, and I've just spoken to her, and she has said she will also partner with this school, because I told her of the department that you have for the special needs, and also you have many children here who don't have fees. So Esther Passaris will partner with you in that line as this school. And just on my parting shot, I want to say that as the Women Rep of Kakamega, I want to say thank you, because you've done this program in Kakamega. You have also done this program in Central Kenya. I just want to say thank you. And I want, as I go back to Parliament, I think we should do legislation which will compel us to give each child at least a meal. Because so many of our children are going to school without food. I think food should be a basic need, so that when a child goes to school, at least they can have one decent meal. Thank you very much, and I'm sure I will take this opportunity to invite you, the Deputy Governor, just to say something. Karibu sana.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hamjambo watoto. Ama hamuitu watoto tena. First of all, I'd like to apologize for coming late to this event. This morning we had an event at City Hall where we are receiving back the functions that were transferred from the county government of Nairobi to the national government. And it was important and necessary for me to be there as well, so that we can confirm everything is back to us. The second thing I'd like to say is I bring you greetings. Greetings from His Excellency Sakaja Johnson. For those of you who might not know, Sakaja Johnson is the governor of Nairobi City County and my boss. And therefore, he would have wished to be here with us, but he had other meetings, and we decided that I come through and talk to you on his behalf and on my own behalf. And finally, my name is Njoroge Mushiri. I'm the elected Deputy Governor of Nairobi City County. So I'd like to commence and first of all, recognize the presence of the Managing Director of Upfield in this country. The county women represented, the county MP, they call them women rep, but I think it is a misnomer because they don't only represent women, they represent all of us in the counties. LC Mohanda from Kakamega, the head teacher of the school, the chair of the board, all the other leaders in this school and in this engagement today, and appreciate the fact that you have thought about feeding our children, giving our children a healthy start in the morning. And I know the Honorable Elsie Mohanda has talked about our own feeding program in Nairobi, which is very dear to us and which actually I feel blends in well with the objectives of Upfield in this region to create healthy young people in the country. Because when you have healthy young people in the country, then you are able to have a healthy nation, you're able to have people who can actually deliver and who do not have to worry every time about food. So I'll read my official remarks here very quickly, and then maybe I can tell you a bit more about our feeding program. So Upfield East Africa and Southern Africa Managing Director Peter Mushiri, I realize I just gave you a smaller job. My apologies. Now I can promote you back. The representatives of TSE here present, our head teacher, all the teaching fraternity, and the pupils from this school. It gives me great pleasure to be here this afternoon to celebrate with Upfield their journey and commitment towards growing healthy and happy kids across Africa. And I like the fact that it's across Africa because for a long time we thought, or we people believed that Africa did not have the kind of potential that we now see in the world, that where Africans make a contribution. And when we start them strong, we keep them strong, they stay strong, and they develop and drive economies strong. The importance of a good and nutritious breakfast cannot be overemphasized. It is a critical start of the day, especially for growing children. It gives them the energy they need to jumpstart the day. Research has also associated a good breakfast intake with several health benefits, including cognitive and academic performance. It was therefore good to hear of the impact you have made across the country through the nutrition education program, reaching 4.5 million children directly and over 11 million indirectly. Public-private partnerships are a key element to the development of any economy, and we believe such initiatives are important to those partnerships. I hope that we can find areas of synergy in the public-private framework to ensure we create maximum impact for our children. Ladies and gentlemen, we are currently facing a huge issue of food insecurity in the country, and malnutrition is increasingly becoming a concern to all of us, especially among school-going children. And you saw the other day the president flagging off trucks and trucks of relief food. So this is not just a statement, it is the truth. It is what is happening in this country. Part of our agenda as the county leadership that aligns with what Upfield are doing is making Nairobi a county of dignity for its people. We campaigned on a platform of hope and opportunity and dignity and opportunities for all and dignity and order in the city. We are conscious of the fact that the high cost of living has taken a toll on households. Some of who could previously afford 3 meals a day can now only afford 1 meal, while others are completely going without a meal. This affects the growth and development of our children, as well as their participation in the classroom. Nairobi County has about 211 public early childhood development centers, of which 190 are in public primary schools. Studies show that the average distance to the nearest public ECD center is approximately 5 kilometers. We are, however, facing a challenge with retention, completion, and transition. The high cost of living, long distances to school, urban poverty, underemployment, and unemployment are some of the major issues affecting transition. Similarly, 65% of parents from vulnerable households can afford only 1 meal a day, hence learning time is lost between searching for meals and being in school. This affects 100% transition rate. It is our belief that education offers the greatest opportunities in life and no child should miss school. This is why we are committed to introducing the school feeding program to allow our children concentrate better in schools and hopefully ensure 100% transition to secondary schools. We are looking to capitalize on public-private partnerships as well as work with different counties to source this food. In addition to the school feeding program, we have plans to set up kitchens across ECD centers in Nairobi as part of infrastructural development in this county. We remain committed to a county to invest in areas that will promote health and well-being of children in the ECD schools that are supported by the county. Let me add that the program that we are looking to implementing has already been piloted in parts of this county. We have a functional kitchen running in Dagoretti South that supplies the schools around there with lunch. And what we have seen, and Upfield team, allow me to talk about this, is that when children know that there's food in school, the attendance is 100%. And what we noticed, and we went there the other day with the governor, His Excellency the Governor and His Excellency the President, is that the children, when they get given this food, they get given food which is 650 grams, right? And some of them eat that food, they don't eat all of it, they take some home because there is none at home. And we must think about them. We must think about how do we ensure that these children continue to get something to eat so that they can continue attending school. The other side of that equation is that when a mother, or a father for that matter, knows that their child is going to get food at school, then that burden is off their head. They can now continue with their hustle. Remember, we are bottom up, and I like the fact that Blue Band has our color. The parent is able to go and hustle and do other things that allow us to build the economy, that allow them to create value for the rest of their family. So it's an extremely important program. It's an extremely important program that we want to run. So when I was approached, I was told Upfield want to do this. This is the biggest reason I said, you want to do the things you'd like to do, so please, let's go ahead, let's do it, let us support these children. And I know there are different levels of abilities with parents and there are children who probably may not be able to do some of the things that we're talking about. But nevertheless, the idea is about ensuring that our children, our developing population grows strong and grows with the right level of nutrition so that they are able to attend school and to develop themselves. We want to ask all our stakeholders, now that we are in government and we are running government, that because we are out of campaign periods and everything, let us all work together. Let us work across the divide to ensure that we develop the populations that we live in, whether it's in Nairobi, whether it's other counties. Let us ensure that we drive forward the activities that help our populations thrive. And this is why when I've just been talking to the managing director here, and he told us his buys about 80% of canola input from farmers in Nanyuki. That is fantastic, well done. And that is the kind of input we want, because we want to see our farmers getting support with markets. We want to see our farmers getting places where they can deliver their products. You listened to the Deputy President the other day, and he said our ambassadors who represent us overseas, we will have to have 70% of their job content being to market our agricultural produce. That's a powerful, it's a profound statement. And before we even get to those ones, even here, we should be able to look at that. Where do our farmers sell their produce? How does that tie in with our corporate activities, companies like Upfield? How does it tie with your strategy? Because that strategy, when you drive it, when you grow it, is what creates wealth. And when it creates wealth in our country, then we are able to follow the savings culture that our president talked about. So it all ties in. You might see this as just a school feeding program, but actually what you're doing, you're creating a whole ecosystem of support, a whole ecosystem of development, a whole ecosystem of progress across our country. And therefore, I thank you very much for thinking about this and for thinking about these programs. I've heard you run the programs in Central Kenya, in Western Kenya. Please go everywhere. This country is big. Wherever you are able to get, please go there, support our people, support our farmers, support the people who have initiative. And as you know, we also have our Hustler Fund, which can help those farmers grow. So you can partner with us in doing that to be able to grow the whatever product that you'll be able to need. I don't want to keep you too much because I know we came in late. So again, to thank you very much for inviting us here, to thank you, Upfield, for having this initiative here, the leadership and management of the school, for allowing this event to happen in your school. I think that's a great and magnanimous act. And it's the kind of thing we want. We want collaboration. We want to work together. We want to drive things together. We want development. We want progress. I come from the corporate world. Before I came to politics, I was Chief Operating Officer of ABSA Bank. I know how to support people to grow their programs. I know how to support businesses. I know how to get results and very little politics. But, we don't need politics. Now we need development, isn't it? We need to get things going forward. So we work together, we work with you, we will support you, and where we can intervene as a county government, I can assure you, His Excellency the Governor and myself will be more than ready to work with yourselves to drive this forward. So with those few remarks, I would like to end it there, and thank you very much for having me. Thank you.
Let's appreciate our chief guest once again. Makofi Siski. Aya, Makofi, our chief guest. Siski. Aya, Makofi. Thank you so much, our chief guest, Excellency Governor of Nairobi, Njoroge Muchiri. Now, one little thing I want to do with you, we want to present the check to Keynote Primary, and I'll kindly invite back on stage Mr. Peter Muchiri, our MD for Eastern Southern Africa, Upfield, together with the head mistress of this amazing school to come and receive that all right. So I think it's right there. So might have to. All right, and this is where you give a big round of applause. Now, so from Upfield, Siwaski, Blue Band, Kilimani Primary School today receives 200,000 shillings. And now, mnajua mmeletewa nini ingine? Unajua vile dining hall yetu inakaa? Sasa mtakuwa mnakalia viti brandi wanga. Hii ni ya Subaru ya Mambaru. Imekaa na wapi nduru ya Kilimani Primo? Wapi nduru ya Blue Band? And of course, everybody is going to sample Blue Band today. We have something special outside. Of course, you'll be guided and directed how we're going to do this. But once again, asante sana Upfield, asante sana Blue Band. Munasema aje? Sema asante sana. Asante sana nani? I can't hear. Asante nani? Asante sana Blue Band, indeed asante sana Upfield. Now, Your Excellency, this is the last performance you sing, then I release you. Tafadhali. Kilimani, Prime.
Your Excellency, our Deputy Governor, in front of you here is the poets, the Kilimani poets, and they have been waiting for you very, very much. I think what they have for you here, you'll have to get it right from their horse's mouth. Thank you very much, Bwana Deputy Governor. Karibu sana.
Away,
We also would like to feel our other feet by cruising and admiring the scenery. All this is but a dress to the Deputy Governor and our woman rep. The buck stops at you. Don't leave us, for sure. You deserve this country at heart. Don't let someone intimidate us as children. We don't choose when or where to be born. We just happen to be here or there. Through God Almighty, He who decides and He takes us satanic tendencies that as children are mistaken, or is it godly tendencies that we alive with the past? The back stops at you, shaking its way throughout the republic. I'm talking about the superhighway, the great expressway, built upstairs and downstairs, here in Kwahera. Yes, other schools have the capacity to put the express highway. The great black snake admiring the scenery as they go past it. The great infrastructural system in the back stops at you. Our school power perform wonderfully well, aiming at the ultimate prize, the national, all the way to regional levels. We toil and work, then all hell breaks, wretchedly, waiting for transportation to go to the school city to perform at the national level, Kenya Music Festival. The back stops at you. Pongezi Mr. Deputy Governor and our woman rep, tutawapokea kwa heshima. Waiting with a bated breath for the bus which never came. We never had any, unlike other schools, interchangeably, with our luggage hanging on our shoulders. Some of us carrying theirs on our breasts, walking home, fallenly, sadness filling us with sorrow for a trip. Never fulfilled, having days of rehearsals, in vain, having wasted time, energy, toiling for a trip that never was. Dejectedly, we walked from school, feeling in sorrow, wretched, and so, for eternity, we don't go places we miss because of this facility called a bus. Mr. Deputy Governor and our woman rep, tunaomba kwa unyenyekevu sana. Sisi hatuna hata minibus, leave alone a tuk-tuk. If you find it in your heart, kindly, tunaweza pata two buses. Schools like St. John's and Nairobi Primary have buses. Lakini ni wewe tu utaona. Karibu Mr. Deputy Governor and our woman rep, tunawapokea kwa heshima.
Awesome, awesome. Let's appreciate them one more time. Wow. Watu wa Kilimani, watoto wa Kilimani wanataka Subaru ya Mambaru. Ikamu na imefanya nini? I'm sure we have a very, very able Deputy Governor, Your Excellency. I'm sure hiyo ujumbe imefika, utaifikiria, and I'm sure action will be taken. So once again, I'd like to thank you for taking your humble time to join us. I know you have a very, very busy schedule. Feel appreciated. So mwisho kabisa is just to allow for a vote of thanks from Parents Association Chairman of this school, Mr. Elijah Arasa. Just make it short and then we leave. Asante. Pigeni makofi.
All protocols observed. Kilicho na mwanzo? Kilicho na mwanzo? Ai, kwani hamkwenda shule? Kilicho na mwanzo? Acha niwafundishe leo. Kilicho na mwanzo kina life. Sawa, 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 umeweza. I want to appreciate our guests so much. As Kilimani Primary School, hatuna mengi ya kuwapa. We have nothing to give back to you, but just to appreciate you for what you've done for the school. All the guests invited by the Upfield company, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor, Mr. James Mushiri, Woman Rep Kakamega County, Mama County Elsie Muhanda, Petco Country Manager Lady Joyce Waweru, Kenya Private Sector Association Sharon Cherambos, Kenya Association of Manufacturers represented by Austin Mwinzi, Nutrition influencers in the house, I've seen Alice Ojwang and Eunice Nthenya, KEBS, Heads of Standards, Equity Africa, among many other guests that are present here today. Kilimani tunasema asante sana for what you've done for us. We appreciate you so much. We appreciate every effort that has been put to make this event a success. And last but not least, I want to appreciate the mighty men and women of Upfield itself. This team is headed by one and only Mr. Peter Mushiri, the Managing Director of Upfield. Allow me to also recognize Jacqueline Iwiya Mungai, the Head of Marketing Africa, Upfield, and all the 51 members that are present in this gathering today. Asanteni sana, tunawalike tu sana. The event planners of this